It's chapter 7. Mind of an Asiatic, homie. Yo. See, any other time, I wouldn't pay you any mind. Put my best foot forward in every verse and every line. I used to dream, I used to pray about the day that I get signed into the truth. About this business just blew my mind. I swear to God, I used to think all I needed was a skill. High verse, catchy hook, dope look, then get a deal. I used to love the rock a sold out show just for the thrill until the real was revealed to my spirit like Jabril. I'm iconic. Nothing less than greatness in my catalog. I sit these pump down like Rosa. Check my battle scars, digital or analog. Treat the booth like a bathroom stall. Spit the truth in any church, temple, shrine, or synagogue. Let's get it. Yeah. See, everything that glitter ain't gold. Follow me, yo. See, I'm the lyrical messiah, brought fire to non-believers. I can read between the lines, just black and white like jungle fever. The truth, use me as a crutch. I'm the shoulder to cry on. And New Jerusalem standing over my town like Mount Zion. And I be on the move, you standing still, watching the day fly. I be out Cali, Santa Monica, by the Bayside. Catch me in Toronto or flying south of the border. Burning Maduro, Puerto Vallarta, chilling by the water. See, it's a big difference between love, hate, truth and fiction. Crack the 7 seals, the rock of the laws, the true and living everlasting gospel, preserved by the apostles that can raise you from the dust, breath of life right through your nostrils. I see your heart beating, you shaking, you getting nervous. You thought you had me figured out, but you barely scratched the surface. Waves spinning like 7 chakras under the turban. I'm determined, yours truly, God body, at your service.
Yeah, I got the fever, I leave them with the fever. I'm moving with the ethers, you know the swag is legal. Yeah, I'm in the fire burning. Yeah, I'm in the fire burning. Yeah, I got the fever, I leave them with the fever. I'm moving with the ethers, you know the swag is legal. Yeah, I'm in the fire burning. Yeah, I'm in the fire burning. Yeah, I'm in the fire burning. Red flag on me, green star, yeah. Passport on me, USA, yeah. I came away far, yeah. I'm sitting down, writing, passing law, yeah. I see them people, man, that go to law, yeah. Passport on me, no surrender. I keep it going, man, government, I'm straight official. Attorney General, you know I'm laced up with that law. I swear to God, man, it's got me standing real strong. And nationality be the order of the day. You play with me, you might see me in the court the next day. Yeah, I got the fever, I leave them with the fever. I'm moving with the ethers, you know the swag is legal. Yeah, I'm in the fire burning. Yeah, I'm in the fire burning. Yeah, I got the fever, I leave them with the fever. I'm moving with the ethers, you know the swag is legal. Yeah, I'm in the fire burning. Yeah, I'm in the fire burning. Gotta be a man to hold the law. Yeah, if you ain't manly and you gon' bow down. Yeah, probably subject to someone else. Yeah, you hold your hand if you were there. Yeah, I promise you I'm a witness to this. Yeah, I hold my hand and I pledge allegiance to my people. I swear to God, without the law, I swear that we ain't equal. And being black could get you killed. African American real spill, I promise God. Better watch your back. You got a target when you standing, when you claiming that. These people ain't hearing shit. So I'm the one standing in the furnace and I'm burning and I'm burning. I swear that I'm burning, yeah, I got the fever, I leave them with the fever. I'm moving with the ethers, you know the swag is legal. Yeah, I'm in the fire burning. Yeah, I'm in the fire burning. Yeah, I got the fever, I leave them with the fever. I'm moving with the ethers, you know the swag is legal. Yeah, I'm in the fire burning. Yeah, I'm in the fire burning. Yeah.
Island, 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 island. Yeah, the thing from the start, I already been apart. Listen to my inner heart, let me tell you how I'm feeling. Four boat ride like days on the ark. Hands in the R, write your name on the ceiling. King of hearts, queen of hearts, only thing we dealing. In the dark, see the stars, only thing we reading. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it and repeat it. If the tune hard, then you know you got to wheel it. Island, island, doggy what you say. North coast, take it to the bay. When you hit sour, gonna take a lift. Keeping to the left and you're gonna go straight. Rolling through the hills, dog, why you so afraid? Listen to the news when they said it's unsafe. My God, my Lord, they don't take your brain. Welcome to the land where there's only one race. The thing from the start, I already been apart. Listen to my inner heart, let me tell you how I'm feeling. Four boat ride like days on the ark. Hands in the R, write your name on the ceiling. King of hearts, queen of hearts, only thing we dealing. In the dark, see the stars, only thing we reading. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it and repeat it. If the tune hard, then you know you got to wheel it. Island, 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 island. Yo, don't start, and we sold it off. One spark, and we blow it off. Showing off like everything nice. Everybody got a vice, like the Henny or the Moet. My vice is the green, and I let my queen hold it. Cause I love it how she roll it, throw it. Can't stop my seeds from sowing. Can't stop nature from growing. Can't stop the breeze from blowing. This is my land, and they know it, you owe it. Coming for the things that was stolen. Hold up, hold it. Things I gotta emphasize. Do they ever empathize when they enter enterprise? Listen to the other side. There should be a charge for the man who can kill a vibe. Hands in the air one time if you're still alive. Hands in the air two time if you're finna ride. Hands in the air for my island, 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 island.
I'm Moorish American.
Representing Mission 30, I am a Moorish American. Islamism.
Yeah. Hey, 5 on the right, 2 on the left, man. You know what time it is. Yo. We just Moors in America, soar through the shores and endure criminal acts of war on our character. 7 years after the 4th score, no reward. Shout out to the most courageous, they was jumping over barriers. Where does that compare to you? We come from a place where you scared to visit our area. We come from a place where it's scary for good Samaritans. Heavy luggage we carrying, babies having babies. It's crazy being American. Praise the one and only Allah, there's no comparison. La ilaha illa Allah, body and buried gin. Laughing at you clowns like ha ha, dodging the Nephilim. Conquer lower self with the high, follow your regimen. Way before they came we were gods and now we specimen. Tried to take the light from our eyes, thank God for Edison. Then they put the wool on our eyes, it's so embarrassing. Now we travel frequently, we should invest in Sheraton. All of us got gold on our bodies whenever we stepping in. Screaming Ramadan Mubarak, training the flesh again. Wishing we could move as a unit just like the Mexicans. Dodging all the foods with estrogen, synthetic medicines. All sin isn't devilish. Sometimes the decisions that you make come for a better gift. Sometimes when you sin is to relate to all your brethren. Heavenly gates all in our face, we the champions. We live in the sky, we see the angels on the chariots. Waiting on the $20 bill, face a Harriet. I bet you I'ma carry it. I'm in love with music to the point I wanna marry it. But my love for people is greater, so I write messages. Largest spending power, but we still sit at a deficit. Living amongst prejudice, even at our residence. Moors in America, flourishing, excellent. Let's buy up some neighborhoods and groom our own president. Yeah. And I come to you today with all intentions of spreading love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
All right, Islam Moors, peace and love to everybody out here. We have an author on today, Brother God720, Keenan Booker, also known as God720. He put out the Black Man's Bible. He's got Kicked Out of Heaven, volumes 1, 2, and 3. I had to get that. I got all 3 of them. And I'm telling you, it's something amazing, man. It's immaculate. The brother put in a lot of work. I'm proud of the brother. I know this brother. I can vouch for him. This my homie. You know what I'm saying? He's a real dude. You know what I'm saying? And he's on point, impeccable with the knowledge, with the information that he's bringing. And y'all really gonna enjoy this. I'm telling you, y'all gonna enjoy this. Like I said, we speaking on the Kicked Out of Heaven book, and well, actually, volumes 1, 2, and 3. And I'm just saying, the brother went in. Okay, he went in. First things first. When I get the books, I have to make sure that it's done scholarly. You know, in the back of the book, you have to have sources for where you're getting that information from. And the brother was doing it. You know, and I mean, just the images that are in here. You know, I'm just off the images alone. I'm saying it's amazing, and I'm not just saying that just to hype it up. I'm telling you. If you never heard of Kicked Out of Heaven, you need to check it out. We'll put the links in there. If you scroll back up to the first comment, the website is there, kickedoutotheaven.com. You definitely want to go and get that. Get volumes 1, 2, and 3. It's going to be mind-blowing, and this conversation is going to be amazing. I'm telling you, the brother's bringing some info. I'm going to go ahead and bring this brother in, let him introduce himself. Kicked Out of Heaven. You're gonna enjoy this. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring that brother on right now. Peace
to all the Moors. I am Moor, okay.
Islam, bro.
Yeah, Islam. This is Riff Raff Moor over here. You understand? Let everybody know what it is. I'm a different faction. You understand? But yo, me and brother right here, Douglas L. We go back, way back. And it's kind of interesting what we discovered last night.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's heavily intertwined in this. He was a part of the alchemy of this literature. Okay. And I didn't know that. He didn't know that until last night. We discovered it through conversation. Wow. The 3rd volume, we're going on the Black Madonna. So we got to talk about the first Black Madonna on the 3rd volume. The first Black Madonna you see in here is this one.
Yeah.
The Black Madonna of the Good Death.
Now, can I pause you right there?
Go ahead.
Right away, you know, that stuck out to me. So I'm looking in there, like he just showed you that image, man. That's powerful. You know, and then it's full color, you know, bright, that just pops out at you. And then when you're looking at the figures, you know, describing the picture. Let me just read what that says. Figure 1, Our Lady of the Good Death, 12th century, Notre Dame de la Bonne Mort. That means of the good death, Bonne Mort. And then it's saying Clermont-Ferrand, France, discovered in 1972 in the mortuary chapel of a bishop. So it was discovered. It's from the 12th century, but this was hidden away in the chambers of some bishop.
Okay, now check it out.
Hidden.
Now
right?
check it out. This is the cold part about that.
Yeah.
The cathedral that just caught on fire about 1 or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That Madonna is the closest one to it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is from the 12th century, but it wasn't discovered until 1970. It was in the
right. And right now, that Black Madonna is located in a small chapel that's about maybe 50 miles away from the cathedral that got caught on fire in France. And you said Black Madonna again, which a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
The word Notre Dame means black madam.
Yeah.
The word Noire actually comes from Noir. That's Noir or Noire, right? And that and dame comes from madam. It's the last section of madam, DAM. So it's black madam, black Madonna, black right there, same thing, you know. And Madonna, it means mother in Italy. Okay. So right, that's all that means. So that black Madonna, which is the black Madonna that stands over the sisterhood in Brazil. This sisterhood is the sisterhood of the Black Madonna of Good Death. Yeah, see, there it is. This sisterhood is actually a sisterhood that was founded from the female children of slaves and female captive slaves from the slave trade. Okay. This Black Madonna is also celebrated on August 15th. August 15th is Nipsey Hussle's birthday. You see? Wow. So, right. So, and Brother Douglas L has witnessed this ritual with his own eyes when he was living in Brazil. Now, what's so funny is because I knew him before he moved to Brazil. I was like, nigga, I don't know, you want to go down to goddamn Brazil, nigga. And he moved down there anyways, you know what I'm saying? He stayed down there for 5 years, came back, and then what? It was like the next year after that, we was already at the Million Man March.
Yeah, it's crazy. And what's up here on the screen? This is the it's like a sorority or fraternity, right? It's a secret society, secret order, and it's all Asiatic women, all dark skinned Brazilian women, and like he was saying, this is the Society for the Order of the Good Death. Yeah. Right? And the Sisterhood of the Good Death. And they do this ritual like once a year, like around the same time, like the brother was saying. And they do it the same time every year. And it's in this little town in Brazil that you would think nobody knows about. But like when you see that video playing, this is some footage from it. But when we were there, like look at us. This is us. We had dreads, like we from the hood. We're not even supposed to be there. We're not even supposed to know about it because you had Europeans there from Germany. They're from Switzerland, Australia.
Hold on, let me interject right here. Let me interject right here. Yeah, because
we weren't even supposed to know about that stuff.
Right. But look at what you just stated. Germany, Switzerland. You got France, Italy, people flying down there. What are they doing?
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Why are they
keeping it alive? They're keeping the Madonna alive.
Yes.
As a battery.
Yeah.
Charged battery. Do you understand that? So they flew across. Now, are we doing stuff like that?
Oh, no.
We're not flying across the globe for a statue that's in another location to celebrate and maintain a battery that is filled with good energy of holiness and unity and all of that to maintain a larger scenario, which would be the religion overall.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see? Now, this is merciful. They went in, and this is a situation that was developed specifically for female slaves, for female Africans, coming out of the slave trade and whatnot. So it was real ironic. I didn't know all of those things. I only found out about the sisterhood when I wrote Real Nigga Etiquette Voodoo Edition.
Yeah.
Because that's when I was deep in Brazil. I had to figure out everything going on with South America, what happened with the Caribbean and all of that. And while I was writing Real Nigga Etiquette Voodoo Edition, that's when Nipsey got clipped.
Yeah.
March 31st. Yeah. And, that was the swing on it, and that is my Black Madonna. That's our Black Madonna. That is also part of the reason you hear the word mercy a lot. There is a male counterpart to the order, which is the Order of the Blessed Virgin Mary of Mercy of the Redemption of the Captives. You see, that was founded by Pedro Nolasco in 1215. You see what I'm saying? Like you said, 12th century, 1972, 72, I'm 720. So there's a big, it's a big matrix shit that the giants, us, are falling into and discovering that we're intertwined on some crazy spider web type thing,
Yeah.
So
it's wild. And that what you were just talking about, like that sisterhood, like they're heavy into this form of voodoo called candomblé. You know,
yeah,
it's a big
that's
deal.
talked about. Candomblé is talked about in the Real Nigga Etiquette Voodoo edition. And look at the respect Catholicism has. The respect Catholicism said that they did not strip you of your original worshiping structure, but we merged together.
Yeah,
and we eat together at the table, and that's what you just saw in the video. You see what I'm saying?
They kind of took on the same aspect of how the Moors did in Europe, where they like, okay, do you know, worship, do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you're not gonna take that out because, like, yeah, man, we literally saw that. Like in being in Brazil, like, trust me, it's heavy with most people's, into voodoo. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, they have the different Catholic saints, and you see that throughout the whole Caribbean and everything, where they have all the different candles with the saints, but all that stuff represents the Orishas, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the voodoo, I mean, the priests are pretty much down with it. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. As long as you tapping in, you know what I'm saying? It's okay. And
right,
so,
because it was similar energies that they found with a lot of the saints and what Catholicism was doing. And if we want to go into the ancient mind of Catholicism, when they were going across the planet, they obviously understood that other cultures have similar powers to their level of power when it comes to magic. But their level of power was a tad bit more expansive. Okay, it's far more supportive. There's no system on the planet to this day that has a grounded racial support as the Western religions. You see what I'm saying? We can't say that even for the Asiatics of, China and Japan and all of that. Their religions have altered and amalgamated over time. And then even when you go over there to China and Japan, guess what? They got a whole legion of saints too that are for Catholicism. There's Japanese saints, Chinese saints, there's headless saints, there's a saint for murderers. Like, bro, it's so expansive, bro. It's like anybody who loves how magic works or what magic is, or just the inclination of the system of magic, you have to submit to the Catholic way. I mean, these niggas got it. They got it right. I mean, like what you just saw right there, that goes on all across the whole planet about all different types of saints, all different types of Madonnas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, jeez, you ain't doing nothing up here. You ain't changing nothing. You can't reiterate nothing. Like, man, they got so many wars documented, so many different forms of orders. Like, I remember when I first started studying, and the Order Skull and Bones came up, and it was number 322, right? Yeah. I said, well, if this is number 322, what's number 323? What's number 321? And then when you get deep into the game, or when you open up the door of the kicked out of heaven, you will see far more orders. You see, and there's the Order of Wolfie Key, Scroll and Lock. There's the Order of the Garter Belt. There's the Order of the Hermetic Dawn. There's a lot of them, and then you have a whole nother faction that are Catholic orders. You see, and these are militaristic orders for a lot of the events that happened over time. When it comes to different kidnappings, different wars that were going on in the 1300s, 1400s. So in the 1300s and the 1400s, I know the Moors like to get real detailed in this area. One area that needs to be taken real consideration and a look at is the kidnapping aspect, okay? There was a lot of kidnapping going on during these times, and there was also a lot of different enslavement practices that were going on because of this kidnapping, and different prostitution too. So the reason why I say that is because Jewish men couldn't be seen with Christian women and stuff like that during those times. To be honest, during those times, Europeans had a more hated-centered attitude towards Jews than they did Moors. There really wasn't a whole advent of being against Moors sexually or relationship-wise until like Othello Moor came out. You see what I'm saying? That's when it was sort of finalized. And that is the law of publishing. You see what I'm saying? And that's why we're going over these Black Madonnas today, because now the Black Madonnas have been published back to us. You see? So Yeah, bro, it's heavy. Go ahead.
About that real quick. I just want to show some more images of the, like, okay, when you look at volume 3, you're gonna see like he's got a ton of real images of the Black Madonna. And I wanted to say this because, you know, growing up here, we didn't see that, right? But going to Brazil, we actually saw that. We saw it on TV. We saw it physically. I'm gonna show you another example from the book. That I've seen this one right here that's by my hand. And if you can see, she even has the Brazil flag on. And, you know, they sell that in the stores. You'll see the Catholic priest up there with the Black Madonna holding a little black baby, you know. And like that's a powerful image because we don't see it. But this is something. What this is like the one that was hidden in the bishop's chambers. You know,
right. See, the thing here is, and we need to go in because everybody's happy about the whole Bidden and the Harris thing. Okay. Now, Harris is no mother.
Yeah.
You know that, like I know what that is. This is law. You see, young people are messing around. Okay, we're messing around with some very dangerous areas. Harris is not a lover of men, nor is she a lover of children, as her womb has not been worshipped or has been utilized in said format. She is no Black Madonna in essence. She hasn't passed the realm of galactical intelligence. And that's what you see on the background. He chose the galactical intelligence layer of the Black Madonna, which is synonymous to the black heads that you see in early Moor. Okay, this is all alchemy that is going on how a society is built, what's implemented into the society, how beauty is structured inside society, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So the Moorish heads that you see everywhere, for one time, it was favorable. I think in Italy had a lot of these practices of incorporating blackness into their beauty, into their social beauty mechanism. So one of them was carrying around a little black child. They're keeping a little black child with them. At one time, this was fashionable at around like 1600s. Another one that was fashionable is called the Viscara Mask. I think it is the Viscara Mask, which was a black mask that they wore. It was just black, and it just had the opening for the eyes. And you'll even see it on old medieval paintings. So, and there's another layer of, sometimes widows were forced to wear black if their husband died, and sometimes they could wear that black for up to 2 to 5 years and be in sorrow and mourning status, and you would have to approach her as if she is in mourning status if she was wearing black. Consistent. You see what I'm saying? So when we're looking at the Black Madonnas and when we're looking at old Moorish heads, we are looking at black people, but understand that what they're signifying or what the language that is being spoken within black people representing that level of darkness is galactical intelligence, which is chaotic. And then there's also a literal side, okay, of that intelligence. That literal side would be individuals like the Benjamin Bannekers, would be, your W.B. Du Bois, those type of gentlemen. Besides that, when it comes to the chaotic galactical intelligence, which is the majority of where we roll, if we were to look at it, the yin yang, the majority of our intelligence is in the chaotic realm. And that is not something to permit. I don't like it, to be honest. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because you're a literal like me, we're not chaotic and got kids all across the country and on the corner with the gold mouth talking about we used to be gods and this and that. That's chaotic. The tribal status of Africans. The tribal status of Africans is also chaotic. And that is where the root elements of a lot of our religions and a lot of social practices and a lot of ritualistic practices, ceremonies may come from, is from African tribes that are still in African tribal condition because of chaotic intelligence. And that chaotic intelligence has no literal to it. Excuse me, give me 1 second.
All right, Islam, man. I hear you, bro. I hear you. One thing, too, for everybody watching, if you have any questions, just type them in the chat.
Yeah, you can shoot.
Before we
don't get it confused when it comes to this Black Madonna thing. They are worshiping Black women. The majority of what we're looking at and why you only see the child and you see no father, and also at the feet you may see the crescent moon, which also could be symbolized as bull horns. Now these are different Black Madonnas have different things with them, and sometimes you will also see the Black Madonna holding a white child, okay, because it is showing the power of the sympathy and motherhood, okay, the power of love that is supposed to be witnessed, expressed from the woman. A man cannot mandate that, but the child has to have it in order to nurture.
Yeah.
So with the child on the woman's lap, she is immediately in a nurturing mentality, but that does not mean that she is not militaristic and does not have the nature of militaristic, mentality with her as the child is sitting on her. This is the defense. She has to be military, and that's why you see her in a petite. You'll never see a Black Madonna that's a BBW, okay? And the reason why is because the BBW woman is another rank, which is actually synonymous with Black Madonna, because that's Venus. That's Venus of Willendorf, the Venus of this, and the Venus of that, right? She's the big woman. You see what I'm saying? The Black Madonna is the petite one. You see what I'm saying? And the relation of the father not being there is synonymous with the bull horns, because the bulls aren't around the female when they don't assist with the upbringing of the offspring. Yeah. Okay. And that's the majority of mammals. So the mentality of not bringing up not assisting the mother with raising the child is animalistic. Yeah. Okay. And this and that is in adverse to African tribes. Okay. African tribes are very serious about having the father there. And that's why we may be seeing a lot of the insanity that we're seeing today. Yeah. And because of the lack of father. But we have to also understand that, when it comes to European thought pattern and the worshiping of the Black Madonna, which is also a drag from the Isis, ancient Egypt. Okay. So you also have to understand that too, is that we're carrying on an embodied energy into a new time period in life. So the caricature changed. That's all that really happened. The statue that changed. You see what I'm saying? So in white culture, the complex of not having a father is it's a weird one. Okay, because they have a lot of different social dynamics that they live by, and it depends on what they're trying to put out is what they're going to incorporate inside their family structure. You see what I'm saying? So, some of them don't care. Modern status, nobody cares about the child being fatherless, but a childless father is going to grow up with a high level of jealousy, a high level of femininity, a high level of confusion, a high level of attack, and feeling like he is attacked and abandoned. You see what I'm saying? Because of the neglect from the father and the mystery of the world. Okay. So when we go deep, 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 and we talk about, the mythology system of ancient Greece, and they talk about Yardavoth and Sophie, which Sophie is the last extension word of the word philosophy, or anything with Sophie, sophisticated is also Sophie. And that's the level of wisdom. It shows us the neglect. And that neglect area right there is what made Yardavoth go against the world and want to destroy everything in sight, so on and so forth. And they intentionally do that. So, like I said, in the Kicked Out of Heaven Volume 1, I go over the family structure very detailed when it comes to what they're trying to put out with incestual situations, what they're trying to put out with fatherless situations, what they're trying to put out with motherless situations, okay? It's all right there, because when you want to go into the motherless realm, all the Walt Disney movies are raised with the mother being killed first. Yeah. Yeah. That science. Right. So there's a whole science there with that on the element of being motherless, And the Black Madonnas are specifically put inside here for the self-esteem of Black women, because I know a lot of them are motherless and fatherless. Just because you have the mother or father in the home does not mean that you haven't been neglected to the point to respond from the trauma of neglect, even though you had your mom and dad there the entire time. You see, if there's no real attention span being given, then they're going to feel neglected, you see? And that's why I put this in here, is because our current media definitely neglects Black women, okay? And I knew this years ago, as this book was published in 2017. I knew this years ago. You know, me and you, we grew up and we saw a little bit of the Patti LaBelle. We saw a little bit of the Etta James. We saw a little bit of the Della Reese. We saw a little bit of the last extensions of that. You see what I'm saying? And nowadays, you only can claim a Cardi B or a Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? Whoopi Goldberg?
Uh-huh.
We're going to claim Harris, who's motherless. I mean, who's, you know, childless. Nobody's made love to the coon. You see it? Yeah, what's going on? I don't want an anti-love woman as a part of the government. White culture would never allow a motherless woman, a woman who is not a mother, to be up in any type of official position. Okay, just like they wouldn't allow no male to go up into no official position if you don't have a wife.
Uh-huh.
Okay, vice versa. Same thing. That man, please. They're playing a game. Okay, the Caucasian is moonwalking to the spaceship and going to the Black Madonna and getting the fuck out of him. Okay, I'm telling you right now. You think I'm playing? There's no way the presidential election should have went the way it is right now. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So definitely don't lean on Kamala Harris as some form of Black icon or role model for Black people.
That's what they're doing, bro. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, but they don't know she locked up Tupac. Did you know that?
Wow. Yeah. Well,
she locked up Tupac in Oakland.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when I watched the metaphysics, she tried to claim the souls. She tried to claim the souls of all the Bloods and the Crips by wearing those fucking Chuck Taylors.
Man, that's insane, man. Yeah.
Okay. How many niggas out there in California have died with those shoes on their feet, B?
Uh-huh.
And now they're gonna put these shoes on her. Don't call her a mammy. Kamala Harris gets no mammy rank. She has no milk in the nips. Okay, it's not.
She had nothing to do with that culture at all. You know, nothing to do with it at all.
Yeah, she's locked up a lot of niggas. I heard she got two guys killed, and the evidence wasn't supposed to even be there. Some crazy, some nonsense, man. She doesn't twerk. Okay, her grits are dry. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you don't put no cheese in her grits, you know? Don't do none of that. Don't.
Somebody says she's from Hindustan.
Yeah, Hindustan. And don't stand with me, okay, motherfucker?
Yeah. Her dad came out, tried to distance himself from her, like, yo, don't put that on us.
Oh, yeah.
You try to come out.
Hindu don't play. Nah,
yeah, she tried to come out saying she smokes weed and all this stuff. He said no.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah, she did come out. She was like, she said Tupac is the best rapper alive. 10,000 more votes for me because I said Tupac is alive.
It's insane, man. Insane.
Yeah, man. Her mammy skills are 0 to none. Okay, so don't do it. No, she don't got nothing. She ain't got no brown sugar in her yams. None of that. Don't do it.
Yeah, for those that don't know, real quick, let's pull up her family. Hold up. She don't have a family.
Exactly.
I'll show y'all what I'm talking about, though.
Exactly. Technically, my nigga, yes. So she has 3 children? They're all white from a current wife, and supposedly she's best friends with the with her husband's ex-wife. Oh, you're a lame. You are powdered. You are dry, bitch. Fuck out of here. You know, I'm like, what?
That's her family. This is her, her husband and his children, right? So it's like, yeah, like the brother said, man, she produced these children.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's the last thing you want, man.
That's your hero.
Yeah, it's the smother of the mother. Okay, that's the last thing you want, B. And Shorty don't got no mother. She is not a Black Madonna. She is not the Catholic way. She has no understanding of existence. Okay, when it comes to these Black Madonnas that I put up in this third volume, I specifically did it for anybody of quote unquote melanin skin. There's also a lot of Marys in here as well. So if you are thorough within your heart and you understand the passions and emotions, it doesn't really matter, especially when it comes to the female realm, because the female realm is very unique. They're all connected. It doesn't matter what race. They all understand passion. Racism is really a thing of males. It's not really a thing of females. We teach them and influence them into that stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely put that literature together. And actually, it was real hard. It was hard for me to put the third volume together because I wasn't getting too much support from people how I felt. You saw everything when I went up there to sign that with the first volume, and you know, it was just quiet. A lot of people didn't know what I was doing.
Let's talk about that real quick.
Go ahead.
All right, I just want to say real quick before I ask this question. You know, I appreciate what you've done because you know, just going through it. You know, this is professional. The book is put together. The information that's in here, you know, it's immaculate. And then with the pictures, you know, and you have the sources and everything, it's real scholarship. So there's no question about that. All right. Now the book is going into European history, like on the title in here from 700 to the 1700s. Can you explain like how you got into this and why people out here should study this? How does this pertain to you?
Well, I like that question. And the reason why I like that question is because I get to answer it a million different ways every time. You see, one thing about 720 is that when I throw a rock in the sky, I knock down a hawk, a crow, a raven, an owl, a dove, all of that. Give me 7-something birds when I throw a rock. So what got me into the Kicked Out of Heaven was y'all niggas is fucking with us. Okay, since a child, you have seen Cinderella, medieval, Snow White, medieval, Mario Brothers, medieval. Okay, the Three Little Pigs, medieval. Okay, what's another story? You got Tale of Two Cities. You got Frankenstein. You got Dracula. You got you knew about all of this stuff, and your mind had been plagued with these images, witches, ghouls, goblins, and all this other stuff. Before the age of 5, before the age of 7. Then when you hit 7, 8 years old, you get hit with the Tom Sawyer, the Oliver Twist, the Huckleberry Finn, the Tale of Two Cities, the Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. All of that is medieval. Okay? Now, that was what? 1960, 70, 80 stuff I just mentioned, right? Okay, 2020, PS4. 80% of your games on that PS4 is medieval themed. Okay, we just got out of 10 years of Harry Potter. We just got out of 10 years of Lord of the Rings. We just watched The Walking Dead, which is the undead for the past 10, 15 years. What are you talking about? We just watched the Game of Thrones. You got the show The True Blood. You got the show The Twilight. You got the Underworld with the Lycans and the vamp. What are you talking about? Why are you asking me, B? Why? What are you talking about? Did you not see it? It's right there. So where is this shit? Okay? You got all this shit. You got the crystal balls and the magic mirrors, and you got the sword and the stone. What the fuck are you talking about? This shit has been in my face since I was born. So I hold on to the questions to see what's really going down. And I found out what's really going down. You see what I'm saying? And that's all there is to it. Y'all were shooting up black men during the last presidency of Obama. At the same time, Game of Thrones came through. When I first watched the Game of Thrones, on the first episode, they had a human sacrifice ritual with the body spread out. And I said, oh, no, I know what this shit is. Y'all niggas is talking the language. So I said, I said, the information must be available. I just got done with the Black Man's Bible. I'm studying how to market and advertise books. He said, oh, you want to market and advertise? You have to, you know, write another book. People don't feel comfortable with just buying a book from an author that only wrote one book. You know what I'm saying? They want to feel comfortable. I said, oh, okay, Will does this. You understand is what's going to happen. So I said, I had already briefed the Spanish Inquisition and briefed torture a little bit when I was in El Paso before I moved to Vegas. You dig what I'm saying? So I said, okay, let's go for the Gore Project. So I studied the torture and I wasn't feeling it. You know, I'm like, yo, I'm feeling empty right here. I don't know what this is. And it was like, yo, we want everything. The stars was like, yo, we want everything. So I'm studying the torture. Boom. I run into the executioner's diary. The executioner's diary opened me up to like 10 to 20 different realms. So then I started to look for more canon type material that talked about everything that was going on, but minimized it and chopped it up a little bit. I found a couple of those, and then I went on, and then I had to go into concentrated subjects. So like when it came to the view on animals section in volume 1, why did I do that? Because they used to call Black people animals and during slavery, right? They said, oh, they're animals, it don't matter, they're animals, blah, blah, blah. But they'll have human sex with an animal. So I said, okay, let's go in on the medieval thought pattern of how they viewed animals, because they classified Africans as animals. Man, the shit I found was fucking ridiculous. And there's a large psychological zone of the separation of human activity and animal activity, and what is being enforced more and what is not being enforced. So basically, if you don't be an author, if you're not an author, see, a monkey can't write a book. You see, a monkey can't, and watch this shit, a monkey can't develop the Eiffel Tower. A monkey can't make a submarine, okay? These are things only humans can do, right? So guess what? If you are neglecting towards math, if you are neglecting towards science, if you are neglecting towards the major sciences that develop our security and our progression, then guess what? You fall into the animal psychological viewpoint, period. You know, and you can't, and that is chaotic intelligence. You know, unfortunately, they also put the female there because, right, your lack of development. If I come to your land, bro, and it's been 2,000 years, bro, and you only got mud huts and sticks, bro, I'm kicking ass, bro. You know, y'all ain't did shit. You know,
if I could pause you real quick right there, like with what you're saying, you know, basically with getting into this understanding, like real European history, even the stuff that kind of gets, you know, pushed under the just brushed away, you know, swept under the mat. So when you're studying that, you get a better perspective on not just like the movies and things like Game of Thrones, but also just the whole play that's being put out in front of us, right? You can understand what's really going on, because when you see like the program that's being programmed on us is savagery. You know, you got the Meg Thee Stallion, the song Savage, and 21 Savage and all this stuff. So we getting pumped on that real hard so that we can stay in that animal mind state, you know? And that's being pumped hard and heavy on us. You know, we don't even realize it. You know, we think it's cool. It's cool to be savage. I'm savage.
Let me show you something on how this savagery is there, and we don't even know the levels. So the word Palmer, this is a common last name to Black people, right? Palmer. You've heard that before? Okay. Palmer. That's actually a name of a type of gangster from the medieval times. Palmers were pickpocketers. They went to school. They were masters at pickpocketing and doing other things with the hand. Cut purse is what they called it. You cut the purse and run off, and they were quick with their hands, so they called them palmers. That word was utilized 1400s, 1500s, 1600s, 1700s, 1800s. Slavery dropped. The Negroes need names. Oh, give them these names. Palmer. Give them the names of the different styles of gangsters that were going on in the medieval times. So now we have Black families out here that are fully gangster and don't even know why. They can't even break it because it's all embedded in their last name. You see?
Yeah, that's crazy because like I've seen like 3 generations. You know what I'm saying? For real. 3 generations of gangsters. You know what I'm saying? And like that's crazy. You know, because we're not even looking at it like that, man. We're not even.
No, we don't understand. We don't understand the adeptness of magic. You have to understand that Egypt's magic, Greek's magic, Rome's magic, the Moorish magic, Saracen magic. Where else can we go? Ancient Coptic. We can also talk about the Nordic, Celtic practices. All of that is embedded, smurged, and melted into medieval times.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you think you are studying Egypt and you ain't went through the medieval, you're not doing anything. You're reading a child's book. You don't know what's going on. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. This man, bro. Like, for instance,
how you gonna go back 4,000 years and you can't even go back, 500, 600?
And let me show you that question right there. Really messed me up when I ran into the Little Ice Age. See, we talk about the Ice Age from the Paleolithic time periods and Mesoameric, and all of that. But then guess what? There was the Ice Age from 1300 to 1700. Okay? Documented, well documented, what was going on in Europe. But we want to say Ice Age, talking about some old dinosaur time. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about because we're leaning on somebody else's intelligence. And all of these individuals come out of universities. You see? So you're being told nothing. Okay? I've researched the individuals who built these universities. That's all there is to it. You see? So don't tell me nothing about ancient this and you ain't seen yesterday. Because what I was going to say is just like the pharmacopoeia. The pharmacopoeia is medicinal cannibalism, okay, where human body parts are being used for medical practices, okay? This is ooh, nasty, right? That's what a lot of people want to say. Yeah, they use dog feces and honey was the first prophylactic for the throat, okay? It was the first cough drop was dog feces with honey, okay? Now, guess what? I have seen ingredients like this for medicine in ancient Egypt.
Yeah.
Very heavy in ancient Egypt. It's more heavy in Egypt than it is in medieval times. But you have been programmed with the propaganda of holier than thou and everything is great. And we don't stink when we shit. Yeah, that's what you've been taught. You see, the whole thing about the medieval and why people are looking at me crazy is like, oh, he's cussing and he drinks. Oh, you dress like a thug. No, I dress in the comfort for me, not for you. You see, number one. Number two, the medieval times is the only civilization in existence that has a full balance of both love and hate. And they have a full balance of loving hate and hating love. Okay? That, it's I mean, that's the only way I can put it. Like, they have no problem with sleeping with a carcass, And the reason being is because they went through 300, 400 years of plagues where, little children woke up and their parents tucked them in the bed at night. But when they went upstairs to check on mommy and daddy are black bodies in the bed, already half rotted, okay, by morning time, okay? And little 4-year-old Jennifer didn't know what was going on. And she just crawled into the bed and tried to suck on mommy's tit anyways, because she wasn't identifiable on what death was yet. You understand? Yeah. So these type of images and those type of scenarios are deep in their blood. And it is very real, because you can feel the energy through the camera when I explain these stories. So, right. So if you can feel that, it's real. But what's so crazy about that is that when I go into all the information we've been given from the 60s and the Go Righteous and the march over here, march over there, I don't feel none of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
So but what else are we gonna talk about with this material, man?
Man, I was about to say, man, we my wife couldn't put the book down last night. You know what I'm saying? And it's specifically she was looking at volume 2. Yeah, this is hold up. We got notes all over the place.
Oh my God.
Volume 2 right here.
Yeah, that one came out blue. That's the true color of hell, not red. Not the devil wearing red and all this other stuff. The true color is blue, like your blood runs blue inside your body.
All right. So since you're talking about plagues in there, can you kind of relate that, or is that related to what we're going through? Because I mean, it's the coronavirus, but it's always something. You know, it's the swine flu. It's always something. You know.
That was said like a father. It's always something. Not because I haven't heard that. You know what I'm saying? Except for that got seeds. You know. Yeah. In volume 2, the important part about the plague is going to be, I think, after it. And that is the illusion section. And that's what we're dealing with. Okay. I've stated before, when it comes to plague and the information that I have, this is not a plague. You have yet to see anybody throw up in the store. You have yet to see anybody turn into convulsions while they're at the stoplight. You have yet to see anybody, EMT trucks flying down your street 2-3 at a time. You have yet to see a grandma walking the doggy at the park and she fall over dead. You have yet to see anybody inside of a store with a big bubo pump, a bubo bust pump. Now, bubo pumps, when it comes to plague, are about the size of a cantaloupe. They can be anywhere from a grapefruit to a cantaloupe, and they will emit black, blue pus. You understand? And it usually get black on the inside, and the whole thing is black. And then the shell is sort of hard because when you bust the shell, they go through in mass amounts of pain. Okay. There's a lot of different forms, as the brother said. If it's one thing, it's not another. You know, there's a lot of different diseases, the SARS, the H1N1, and all this other stuff that has come up. When it comes to Americans who originally have a mentality of being tough, guess what? Those numbers don't hit our land, do they?
No.
Exactly. On any of the other ones. All the numbers for the coronavirus, to me, fabricated. The coronavirus in literal sense, fabricated. What is corona? Corona is a large string of, I don't even know how to put this. No, it's a large program that is the development of the software of our existence. So what do I mean when I say that? There's a Coronis in mythology, in Greek mythology. There's also a Coronis meteor shower group. There's a group of meteors that are called the Corona inside of our galaxy. You also have Saint Corona, which is a saint in the Catholic system. Right. So the word, and then you have the Corona beer, you know, and the Corona beer is actually split into a Catholic and a witchcraft. The Corona familiar is the witchcraft form, and the Corona extra is the good form, is the Catholic way. Now you have to, because they're both yin and yang of the same principle. So what you also have to understand is Corona stands over money. Saint Corona, her patronages are over money, a bag of money, and gambling, as well as the casino has risen before the coronavirus thing even came through. Right. So, right, and then you have the cornea, which is your eye. The eye is the cornea. In French, that's horn. So the eyes are what make you horny. What you see is what makes you horny. You see what I'm saying? So the human's horns are their eyeballs. Okay. Now, when coming back to the corona, which is a part of that, I was saying a lot about corona before this whole thing came in.
Yeah.
So whatever they're adjusting our system to, which is obviously for more inclusion with technology, this corona and finances that are embedded into the whole structure of how it operates, because even the corona story and mythology has something to do with Asclepius, who is the medical symbol of our current medical symbol, comes from him in the Greek mythology system. So with the discovery that I made in August, I was also given the metaphysics for the shutdown of all of this. The coronavirus thing is not going to last that long. And we will get back to our beauty. We will get back to our progression as who we are. The biggest metaphysics about the corona shit is stop choosing on weak ass shit. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, let's do this right now. Because the conscious movement then chose on a lot of weak ass, clown ass shit over the years. And if you niggas then fell out because of it, then so be it. You know, you chose on the Umar Johnson didn't give you no school. You then chose on a bunch of weak ass fucking programs and a bunch of weak ass fucking niggas and listening to women, because women gonna choose on weak shit. And let me tell you why women gonna choose on weak shit. Because weak shit further guarantees she doesn't get pregnant. You know, further guarantees that she runs shit. And a woman can only run things on her beginning demand. Their brains do not compute the Z point of business. So they'll love it in the beginning, but they don't compute the ending. You see? So when the ending, so if they ask for the wrong thing and you give it to them and they go, oh, that ain't what I want, because she didn't compute what was going to be the conclusion. Oh, we get off that subject. I know.
You're gonna get me in trouble.
Oh my God.
Why you gotta do that?
Yeah, stop choosing on that weak shit out here. Stop it. And, hey, no, hey, for real. I don't allow. Hey, Shaniqua can't say the poem at my lecture. We're not gonna do 20 minutes of Shaniqua's poem before the lecture. I'm sorry, that's classified as weak shit to be outside. I'm sorry. Get serious. Get to the fucking point. Get to some business out here. You dig what I'm saying? That is the mentality space that we have to incorporate. You dig what I'm saying? Like, for real. You know, but yeah. I'm over here crazy. Yeah. No, this is serious stuff, man. I study a lot of stuff, man. This is serious, and we got to go over it, man, because it's all connected. You know, the whole pajamas, the whole, you know, walking around with the raggedy hair and the colors in the hair, and it's just too much care on a lot of dumb shit that has nothing to do with nothing. Social media has destroyed our relationships. Yeah. You know, we don't know what we want to do with this social media game. We don't know how to communicate. Men and women have lost courting. You know, I'm supposed to be super Mac, nigga. I be over here Chuck E. Cheese stuttering on a bit. I don't know what doggy. Okay, do I get your Instagram? Do I get your number? What is happening? You know what I'm saying? Hey, a bitch don't even want to. Yo, a girl don't even want to give you her phone number no more. And what's so sad about it is that is justifiable. Yeah, it is so many niggas out here killing broads and all this other stupid ass shit. I'm like, B, what is? Oh my God.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane, man.
No, say what you was gonna say. Say what you. I'm
I'm just agreeing, man. It's insane. You know that we all under the program. You know, like we were saying earlier, we got the Savage program. So you know, for the most part, we bought heavy on that. And then when you throwing in all the modern technology, the social media, what you're seeing on TV, what everybody's taking in, it's insane. You know, it really is. And,
man. The most insane part, and I definitely want to put this out for everybody. Man, over the past 20 years, we've made a lot of our women alcoholics.
Yeah.
And a lot of us have become alcoholics, not even seeing what's going on because, go to the club, come to the club free before 10, ladies free, it's your birthday and all this other nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And now you're wondering where these disproportionate guts come from. I mean, the guts are ill, B. I mean, what is happening? No, because I keep my mind and my body clear. So I can still rebirth the 20, 30 years ago when snowflakes came from the sky and every one of them had a different design and they were all mathematically, sharp, Nowadays, it's just a ball of fucking shit falling down. It's like,
it's like it's man-made or something.
So I mean, I'll be flashing back, man. In today's society, man, you're not going to understand it until you get this. And that's just the bottom line. I mean, we don't understand simple principles like a felony is a form of suicide. And I talk about that heavy in the criminal justice section on how being marked as a felony separates you from society. that was a magic element or a social scenario that was already put in place before we even knew how to say the word felony.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, like just from that perspective alone, you know, I think it's important for everybody to, even if you're not going to go in deep, to have this in your library so that you can go and get deeper understanding on what's going on around you. You know, at least go into one of these chapters and try to get a grip on what's really being done to you, right? Because if you don't know the root, you don't know where it's coming from. You don't even know what type of magic is being done to you. You don't even realize you're under a spell, right? And then what you said too earlier about the name with that Palmer, you know, I never heard that before, but it's crazy because, you know, like just growing up, you know, sometimes you do see generations just getting caught up in that cycle where, you know, dad's in jail, dad's in prison, sometimes even the grandparents in prison. And it's going all the way down to the grandchildren. They all following that same cycle and they don't even know what's been put on them. So that's crazy. And that's why I'm saying, that's why I wanted to have a brother on, because, you know, I feel like that information is important. People need to know what's going on. This is going to give you greater insight, better understanding on just your everyday life. So you can't just look at it like, oh, that's the European. I don't want to know nothing about the European. Maybe that's the type of energy you were running into, you know, when you were in New York with, you know, with the people up there doing your thing. I don't know, but that's foolish, because it's like, bro, you living it. Who you living it? You know, what would you do if the European just pulled out tomorrow? They said, oh, forget it. Y'all got it. You got it. Y'all the gods. I'm gonna pull out and leave you.
Y'all the gods. We gonna pull out. We got this plane. We got this 747 right here. We got a ship. We're out of here, baby. Titanic. You niggas do it. You got it. Okay. We'll give you a little. We'll hover around the planet. 3-month probation. We'll hover around. Make sure y'all do it. Let me tell you something. If this civilization was to collapse today, lousy. Ain't nobody, man, please. There is so much alchemy. There is so much alchemy and magic that is utilized in engineering, architecture, electricity, in every form of business, just how business operates. And I'm talking about, and there's some what we would classify as degenerate practices, because once again, it is only the African American race who doesn't have their own devil, and we don't know how to think in balance. You see, Mexicans, they have the Diablo. Okay, Japan, they have their devils. Chinese, they have their devils. And with the recognition of these devils, guess what? They know how to live in balance when certain decisions are supposed to be made. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's what we don't have as the African American race. We've been listening to these women who've been wanting to do everything Care Bear. You know, everything is Care Bear, soft, sweet, and sensitive. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way it's supposed to be. And raise little Daquan underneath Granny's skirt. And the only thing he's memorized his whole life is the Easter Sunday play. Okay, and this nigga got to file taxes now. You see what I'm saying? So it's a really messed up picture, because what you said is exactly what I ran into. Is why you over here in the European, you know, blah 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 blah, you know. And it's like, what's your name? Your name is Daniel. Your name is Robert. Okay, Robert Williams is your name. Okay, your name is Johnson. Okay, the son of John is what you are. You see, you don't even know what you don't even know what your name means. You see what I'm saying? Like the Davidson is the son of David. Madden is the den of Mad. You know, you got to flip the words. You know what I'm saying? Like Booker is birch. Birch is the stick that you beat to learn. You don't get taught unless you get beat. Beating is also a form of sex. That's why when you look at when you pay attention on the porn, the girls are sitting there reading a book first. See, they fucking around with a lot of ancient shit that they understand, and you don't got it. And you sitting up here talking about you do got it because you wear an outfit, or you got the hat on, or you think you got it because somebody told you some shit about a prophet. Okay, no, buddy, there are far greater, harder sciences that need to be conquered in order for there to be any sustenance or maintenance or further progression with society. And guess what? The alchemy and the magic that is included is not taught in any Black group. Okay? The shit that I'm fucking is not taught. That's why I brought it to the game. You see what I'm saying? Because I had to comprehend it. You know what I'm saying? I had to sit down. This is a council of minds that wrote this book. Okay. And there's millions of souls in this literature, in these 3 volumes that flew through me in order to get to these volumes. That's why you feel the power as soon as you get the book. There's nobody else involved. Nobody else edited it. Nobody else did any pictures. Nobody else did the Stargate publisher. I did all of that. You see what I'm saying? So, and the reason why I did it like that is so Negroes could stop the excuses with this Masonic Illuminati bullshit. I'm not Masonic. I'm not Illuminati. The information that's in Kicked Out of Heaven is superior to both groups. Okay.
Well, you know why people do that? It's because they're not a part of any of those groups and they don't know what's going on. And so anything they don't understand is the boogeyman to them. And so if they don't understand what you're doing, then you're part of the boogeyman.
You see, but I showed them you couldn't call me no boogeyman. I put the book about the white man on the Amazon, and the Amazon sells it, make sure it's pretty when it comes to your door, and the Amazon pays me. It's business. It's business. It's it. So stop with the extra fat on the skull, my nigga. Okay? Because niggas got a lot of layers of fat that they like that are really called excuses, you know, or blocks for you so you don't have to get into responsibility, areas of responsibility. You see what I'm saying? So they'll intend to say, oh, you don't know. They could be over there doing it like that. You don't know. They could be looking at you like that.
Yeah.
What I need to know that for?
Yeah.
How many times have you heard that, bro?
Yep. That's
you see what I'm saying?
On, man.
Big, you know, it's called. I've taught many white people face to face with this literature. I just got a video I loaded up on my channel. White girl interviewed me about the Kicked Out of Heaven. Now, is the Black man gonna interview a white man about African history, African tribal history?
Nah, not with this. Nope.
Right. So who's more mature?
Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, that's what's going on, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, like these are the people that, for the most part, you know, unfortunately, it is what it is. They're the ones that's keeping the civilization going.
We got to keep it up. I put this information here because this is the birth. To be honest, if we were going to go alchemical right now, we're going to speak on an ethereal law level. The intelligence of the Black race has been advanced because of this material. And now there is an expectation for you to be civil and for you to carry yourself in an intellectual format and understanding the multitude areas of existence, you know, especially when it comes to war, especially when it comes to illusion, when it comes to manipulation, when it comes to all of these things. There's a way to go about it, you know? And I mean, bro, I don't get messed with, bro. I don't get pulled over by cops. If I do get pulled over, they give me my gun back. They'll give me my weed. I done had cops put a sticker on the back of my license plate, bro. And to be honest, the only reason I can say that or even bring that up, I think, is because of this material. After I wrote this material, man, life changed, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Berkeley and Harvard knocks on the door. You understand? That's about the level, you know. Yeah. You get treated in royal space, bro. It's hard to explain because it's an aura thing, you know.
You're contributing to society, you know, like just the fact that you actually did the research and it is done professional. You have the sources and everything in there, which unfortunately some of our people do. They're not putting it out, you know, in a scholarly way where it could be in the schools, in the libraries. You know, so when you do it like that, so that people can go and backtrack and see, well, is that out of context? You got the sources and everything. So it's official. And so that means you contributed to society, and that's what we're all supposed to do, especially the people who want to call themselves nobles or gods or whatever. But you have to produce something. You have to bring something to the table.
Yeah, it's a product. I mean, I was stuck. You know, I was stuck in between the rap game and the book industry. Rap industry, book industry. Which one do I do? I love MCing. Everybody knows, you know, I'm a lot of people that put me in areas of MC that I didn't put myself, I guess, because I don't really pay attention to what's going on, you know? And it's not a product. A song is not a product. You want a product. You understand? Like when you ask the black brain, you know, okay, what you want to do when it comes to business? Like, oh, I want a restaurant. Oh, I want a hookah lounge. Oh, I want, you know, a storefront. They're not even concluding all of the details that it takes to make a storefront or to do a hookah lounge or to do a restaurant. And guess what? That is not business. You see, that level of business are for people who have mental issues. They want attention and fame. You see what I'm saying? I'm not worried about attention and fame. You see, because when you go buy the Bush beans at the Walmart, who owns that?
You don't know.
You don't know. You don't know where that money is going. You don't know where that Bush can came from. You see what I'm saying? And that's where I play. I don't want you to see my face. You buy my material, buy the product, and I am on the yacht, quiet, away from the nonsense.
When you're producing a product, nobody knows, like you said, nobody knows where you live. They don't know your salary. But any type of entertainer, you just type their name on Google, it shows how much they make. It shows how much they make. You see that? You know who they messing with. If they piss somebody off, they say the wrong thing. You know?
Yeah.
Say something racist or something sexist or whatever, they lose everything.
Right. Oh, I'm so glad you did that. The social control. Like, just like one of my friends was telling me, he's like, bro, the questions they ask authors are not the same questions they ask entertainers when it comes to interviews. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Right, exactly. You're not going to ask me no political questions. You're not going to ask me none of that dumbass shit because I don't have an influence. And then this is the written word, not the spoken word. So I don't, you know, all of the fame and all of that, even though I'm designed for it, a lot of people want me to be in that box because of personality and all of this other. They want to chew off your character. You see, you don't really understand human cannibalism until you become famous. You know, when you become famous and get popularity, then you see the true cannibalism of humans. You know, and I wanted to do business product.
Yeah.
I didn't want no faming and none of that stupid shit. You know, you put a target on your back. I don't, you know, in the rap game, you have to buy the beat or make the beat, write the lyrics. Then you got to record the song, and then you got to go produce the video. You got to go get girls for the video. Got to go get cars for the video. Got to get all these cameos. And then guess what? You did all of that, $5,000. No guarantee of purchase of product. Your product is only 4 minutes. And guess what? A roll of toilet paper lasts longer than 4 minutes. A roll of toilet paper is needed more than your song. As soon as your song is done in 4 minutes, it is garbage. You understand? And then you're only getting paid 0.00002 cents a stream. So anybody who is a rapper, number one, they don't understand how business works. Anybody who is a rapper, for number two, they have mental issues. You know, because here's business again. Let me show you a shortcut on business. I buy land. There's trees on land. I cut down the trees. I make baseball bats. I sell baseball bats.
Yeah.
A, B, C, D paid. You see? Simple system. Okay. Not no get the girl with the booty, get the girl with the tattoos. Gotta get the video dude. Gotta get the liquor. Gotta get the drugs. Gotta get the clothes. Gotta make sure my watch. Gotta head a car. Then we gotta put it out. Then I gotta get on Spotify. Then I gotta get on Sound Exchange. Then I gotta, nigga, please, you're full of.
And then you might get paid doing shows if you blow up enough.
If you blow up enough after a whole year of 1 million streams, now you got 1 million followers. Now you get to go to the show. Here's a whole nother bag. This is when you're dealing with all these ex-fella niggas who don't want to go get a fucking job and want to maintain their street code out here on the streets. So they go do all this other sideway, halfway gangster shit. It's all illusion bullshit. It's all I need to be represented as. I need to show the world my masculinity, and the world need to see that I'm the man of the hood. So what happens is when you go do the show, you got to go do it with the promoter. Then you got to go deal with these stripper bitches trying to get pregnant. And then you got to go, you better watch out who the fuck you taking pictures with. There might be trannies in the motherfucking crowd. Catch your ass with a picture. Oh my God, bro.
Man,
the soul, brother.
It's a program. It's all a program, man.
I'm not doing it. So I said, yo, I love information. The information I fuck with, people don't got. I'm gonna make books, family. I'm gonna write books. You know, one thing one of my fans said to me that separates the line that these 3 books are kicked out of heaven from a lot of other historical books was the pictures. But the metaphysics of the pictures is what made these books walk directly out of the medieval. Because in the medieval, all their books had paintings, pictures of galore in their books. Yeah, all on the side and the rims, bro. They had all types of pictures and shit. You know, so this is it, B. You know, this is my line. I always do music. Go to thegod720.com if you want to hear my jams. Saga City Records. I'll always do music. With these books, family, this is the line, B. You know? This is the line, bro.
All right. Man, I'm gonna just share this comment my wife wrote. Definitely, look, I advise everybody to check it out. Go to kickedoutofheaven.com. I'm going to go ahead and end on this note. If there's anything else that you want to share, just to reiterate, how this relates to people now in 2020 before we close, please speak on that.
We need our rage, bro. We need our vigor. We need our rage. Like, you're a Taurus, so you naturally have the bull Taurus money situation with you. You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, a lot of us don't. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm talking about is the werewolf of Wall Street. You have to have the rage in the pupil of your eyes, my friend. Okay? And you're only going to be able to get that from this Kicked Out of Heaven literature.
Yeah.
You're not going to get it from Freddy Krueger. You're not going to get it from Jason Elm Street. You're not going to get it from watching the Saw movies or playing a bunch of GTA. You see what I'm saying? Where you're going to get it, the Call of Duty, none of that got it. Where you're going to get it is right here. You understand? Where you're going to hear the screams of witches. You're going to see a lot of high rate material. This is a time machine. You will be in the medieval when reading this stuff. Just know that. But medieval is also a closure of our time period so we can get to ancient Egypt, Greece, Rome, Phoenicia, okay? So we can get to Timbuktu properly. You can't hop over lily pads when it comes to history and the chronology on how it works. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, go to kickedoutofheaven.com, get them, holla at us, and what are we going to be back for some more?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're going to be back. We're going to run this back. We're going to do this on a regular basis. Somebody said, what's your channel on YouTube? Can they just look up God720?
Yeah, the God720, the THE, God720. And let me break down something about that THE. That's Thoth. Thoth is thought, this, there, all of that. Anything with TH on it is Thoth.
All right, man. I appreciate you, bro, man. We've been on this since like MySpace. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. So, man, I'm glad finally was able to get you on the podcast. Like I said, we'll do this again. We can maybe go deeper into some of the different topics in the books. And y'all make sure you go to kickedoutofheaven.com. And we're going to go ahead and end on that note. And we'll run this back pretty soon. All right.
Appreciate it, man. Y'all be safe out there. Peace.
All right. Peace.